Welcome into the post-game show presented by Auto Trader. The first come-from-behind win for the United States in the Mauricio Pochettino era. 2-1 winners over Australia. Welcome down pitch side. Katie alongside Kyle, Brian, and DeMarcus back here with you. Gentlemen, this was the kind of match that we wanted to see here tonight.
I think in these last two games we learned something important, that defensively they're figuring out the way to keep the game in front of them. I think 6 total shots on goal that they conceded against both Ecuador and Australia. And while at times Australia was causing problems for this group, Bees, it was more about the reaction. But the start, it's got to be much, much better. You cannot concede directly off the throw-in. And specific to the player that was throwing the ball in to find the back of the net in this manner.
Yeah, you can't start this way. It was a really bad goal to give up in the first 15, 20 minutes of the match. And they have to be turned on in every section of the match.
You don't want to see this happen. After Christian Pulisic gets subbed into the game on Friday night, he then goes down and is subbed out of the game. Are we worried about his status right now?
Yeah, I mean, he's had ankle irritation. It was what kept him on the bench for the start against Ecuador. But I wanted to see a response, and I wanted to see a physical response. And it was a great step from Chris Richards. Watch the turn, the pivot from Weston McKennie. He finds Christian Roldan, and the run is spectacular. Quick little touch, separates himself from the defender. Hybrid of a toe poke outside of the right foot. Great finish and a big statement for Haji Wright in the 33rd minute. But an important response, both physically and psychologically, from the United States in a moment that they needed something manufactured.
Beast, you said you wanted to see more direct play, and you got a little piece of it right there.
Yeah, it was right up the gut, and it was a forward goal from Haji Wright, and credit to him. I thought he played really well, and he took his chance when it came to him.
The U.S. continuing to battle back in this one. Got a little testy at certain points in the match.
Yeah, and I mean, Bees and I were talking about the history of center backs that were making statements and needed to make statements in moments in which their attacking flair was getting lumped all over the field, and that's Chris Richards. One of the things we talked about is coming out of the Gold Cup, his role and responsibility as a leader. Build up, great little pivot, and this is important because it's back-to-back assists for Christian Roldan. In a moment that Alex Friedman takes the dive, earns the foul, Roldan up and behind, great pivot, great transition from his right foot, and he set it up perfectly, far post side net. Brendan Aronson started as a left wing back and replacing Tim Weah, but then transitioning with Arvston. And then that moment, great little happy feet, great run from Luna, and a big, big save from the goalkeeper.
Christian Roldan getting the start here tonight. He told us, Dunny, you pointed out in the pregame show, I'm ready. I believe I deserve to be here, and I'm ready for my number to be called. Was he ready in this match, do you think?
Listen, I think in both matches, I think even in the game against Japan, it's important that I think he kind of started to change the narrative of what this looks like. He didn't want to be known as just a player that was coming in and being a team player, being a roster guy. Christian Roldan had to remind everybody yesterday, hey, hold on a second. I'm competing for a spot in the starting 11.
We are thrilled to be welcomed now by our Auto Trader player of the game, Haji Wright. Already got your puffy jacket on, well deserved after tonight's performance. Take us back out onto the field. What did you see? How did this one play out from your perspective?
It was a difficult first half for us. I think we started a little slow, and they were able to capitalize on our mistakes, and they grabbed the goal pretty early. But I think after they scored, we kind of woke up and we were able to perform really well. I think our intensity went up, and we were able to keep the ball and create more chances for ourselves.
Tonight you had the opportunity from the opening whistle, playing as a striker as opposed to maybe on the left-hand side. Walk us through psychologically the challenge of not only performance for Coventry City, but taking full advantage when you get your opportunity in the starting 11.
Yeah, I believe in myself, and the players around me here make it easy. I've known these guys for my whole life, almost my whole soccer career, so getting back in the field with these guys, it feels like home to me. And playing in front of this crowd in the back in the US, it feels great. So I was just trying to translate my Coventry feeling here.
Taking a look at your goal here, you made that look so easy, but that was not an easy shot. What did you see on that, and how'd you pull it off?
At first I didn't know if it was going to be weighted enough, so I tried to cut in front of the defender to make sure he couldn't get a chance on the ball. And once I was in front of goals, almost certain I was going to score.
Your left foot is better than mine. Such a nice finish, bro.
Your club and country obviously have two pretty famous managers that were great players. How have they helped? And I guess right now, club and country, you have so much confidence. Have they had a lot to do it with it? Talk. What's working right now where the managers are helping out?
Yeah, they just believe in me. I mean, they're putting me in positions to show what I can do. and they're allowing me to be expressive on the field. I'm not just stuck in the 9 as a typical striker. I'm allowed to move and be free flowing and create chances and score chances.
Go ahead. No.
Well, I was just saying, tonight we knew that both of these opponents, Ecuador and Australia, sit a little bit deeper. They actually invite you guys to have a lot more possession and then see if they can hit in transition moments. What's the role of the responsibility in your position, knowing that you've got 3 defenders essentially responsible for you? They're going to lump you, they're going to kick you, they're going to be a part of you. How do you work yourself into the game and be an impact player?
It's hard, when teams play 5 at the back as a striker, you're kind of isolated. So I knew I wasn't going to get many touches on the ball today. I had to be clinical in front of goal. And, when those chances fall to me, I had to take them.
Now that you scored 2 goals tonight, man of the match, does anything change for you mentally, going back to Coventry, obviously coming back hopefully in November, the next round of matches? But does anything change for you? What do you take from this game going back over to England?
No, nothing changes. Obviously, I want to be back in November, so I have to continue doing what I'm doing now. So, I have to keep up the good work and keep working hard and believing in myself and, above all, stay fit.
Speaking of man of the match, listen, not many get this.
Oh,
This is the second
You
one.
are
He's
our
one to wear it.
TNT man of the match. And look, it's just
that's
adding
amazing.
another layer.
yeah,
Let me do the honor there.
Thank you.
Katie's
we had the librarian.
inviting him into a book club.
I know.
And now scarfing him
I know.
in 24 hours.
We're ready.
Congrats, man.
Thank you.
Well done,
deserved.
boss.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Haji Wright. Haji Wright coming up with his second brace for the U.S. 11 goals in 11 games now for club and country. It was a packed house here in Commerce City. A 2-1 win for the U.S. We'll hear from Christian Roldan next. Stay with us.